productivity, and this is the live video in which today I'm going to uh, focus on the main aspect of this video is that the main problem is whenever it's come to increase in our productivity, we should focus on the main purpose or main achievement or goal. In order to have that, sometimes what happens then we are going to achieve a lot of goals simultaneously, but without being effective, without being productive way, and we can get distracted all the way. So how can you increase your productivity on this side project at the end of the day when you are tired from your day job? So in this just let us say sharing my screen to you. So, for that, in order to complete your task or complete your goal, we have to think in a quite different manner. If we are tired from already our regular day, because on daily basis, lot of people are doing something else simultaneously along with their day job or day job and try to pursue the goals of financial or health or wealth, etc. So how we can deal with those situation where we are already not enough energy or not enough will to focus on the task or the work that is very meaningful to us or that is very important to us, and whether we should give a chance to that or not. So there are main four aspect of that. First, we have to setting the opportunity cost to not doing that, and we have to try little extra on that. What do you mean by that? Is this if you are working specifically on our in our side project or your side hustle, or you can create some building some business along with our regular job. So definitely that we have very lesser time to focus on. So how we can go through that? We know that we have to complete. If I'm not going to complete, there is a immediate or consequence is there. So based on that, we have to prioritize in order to schedule the things apart from our regular job. And if it is very meaningful, very close to us, then and then we should give a shot, and we should not let down, and we should not letting down the opportunity cost at all. So we have to push further more for ourselves in order to complete that task. So that's how we can setting the opportunity cost in order to complete the uh, some important task which is related to our side hustle or the extra project. And the second thing is that pulling motivation curtain to the task. This is crucially very important, because at the end of the day, when we get exhausted, when we get tired, and when it's come to performing the new task, which is we are pursuing the goal of ourselves, our personal and professional goal, then sometimes what happens that due to the lack of motivations or the lack of the inspirations, we putting things down, and ultimately it will piled up in our to-do list in our mind and boggling ourselves to and prompting and triggering us to do something for particular that work. And that's how we have to pull our curtains of the motivations. And when it's come to motivation, it is kind of very treasure like thing. But because we are not always motivated to do things, because it required effort. But the one thing is that we driven or we can get motivated by looking for the result or the milestone we are going to get, because unless and until we cannot have something tangible to achieve, then we lose our motivations to do that. So that we have to pull the curtains of the motivations, and we have to take a shot on the given task. And the third point is number 3 is that nearest milestone or outcomes. I already discussed that if we are not concerning, if we are not matching or aligning our outcome or outmost desire based on completing or that side project, then we lose our motivation. So we always focus on our desire and outcomes. And the first and the next thing we have to think of that, if we are not going to work on that, even if we are tired, even if we are exhausted from our day to day life or day to day job, but what pulling us toward completing those tasks is that only one thing is that the nearest, and it is very close to our heart, is that we want something meaningful to do with that, and that's how we can punch our motivation right from our head, and we can focus on the work. And the last and not least but not the last is that measuring priority and means to that. If we are not making a priority, if we are not jotting down in our schedule, then it is going eventually is going to be time wasting, or it is eventually going to frustrate us at all. So for that we have to set aside in our to-do list, and the when it's come to to-do list, 40% of the people, or 40% of the things we are putting down in our to-do list, that is the things that we have to I have to do in order to get any outcome desired. 50% of them is never going to complete. So if it is closer to us, if it is meaning to us, and if we are not making visualize in front of us, then eventually we're going to procrastinate, or set aside, and get think that just I'm going to delay and I will do tomorrow also. So by making priorities and making in our list of the things that to be completed, and we can make little effort to complete that particular work, and so that's how we are going closer to achieve that goals. So this is all about today's live video, and I hope you got some value. And in because in order to get success, we have to have be productive by balancing our personal life as well as our professional life. Because sometimes we try to pull something else and we can get away from it, another thing. It is like a scale, like whenever we put weighting some substance, and ultimately the other side is getting down. So if we want to achieve something bigger, then the consequence is that we are going to lose something on the other opposite side. So we have to take balance of that, and that's how productivity and being productive is more important. Thanks for watching, and please do comment whatever you learn, and if you have any hack for that, even I am learn from you. So please do comment in the comment your learnings and your thought process of this. Thanks.